If you're a travel enthusiast, then you need to experience Italy at least once in your life. These 8 travel locations and activities will transform your Italian adventure into the trip of a lifetime. From ancient ruins to stunning coastlines, Italy has something for everyone. Now I know what you're thinking. Guru, Italy can be overwhelming. Where do I even start? Don't you worry. I've got you covered. We'll dive into 8 must-do activities and give you specific recommendations that will give you a true taste of this amazing country. So pack your bags, grab your appetite, and let's dive into the heart of Bella Italia. All right, gurus, we're kicking things off in Rome, the Eternal City. A trip to Italy wouldn't be complete without stepping back in time to ancient Rome. First up, the Colosseum. Once the stage for gladiatorial contests, is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most visited monuments globally. This iconic amphitheater is a testament to the power and grandeur of the Roman Empire. For a unique experience, consider booking a special guided tour that offers access to restricted areas like the underground chambers where gladiators and animals awaited their fate. Walk those ancient corridors, imagine the roar of the crowd, and feel the weight of history all around you. Next, wander through the Roman Forum, the heart of ancient Roman life. This sprawling complex of ruins was once a bustling marketplace, a center of government, and a place where Romans from all walks of life gathered. Don't miss the chance to visit the Capitoline Hill for panoramic views of the Forum and its ruins. And while you're in the neighborhood, don't miss the Pantheon. This architectural marvel, with its iconic dome and oculus open to the sky, has been standing strong for nearly 2,000 years. Originally a temple to all gods, it's now a church, and it's a truly awe-inspiring sight. It's free to enter and serves as a remarkable example of ancient engineering prowess. The tomb of the Renaissance artist Raphael is also located here, adding a layer of artistic history to your visit. You're surrounded by the legacy of a civilization that shaped the world as we know it. Pretty amazing, right? Next stop in Italy. Florence, the birthplace of the Renaissance. Now, Florence is a city that will steal your heart with its art, architecture, and that irresistible Italian charm. Let's start with the Uffizi Gallery, home to some of the most iconic works of Renaissance art. You'll come face to face with masterpieces by Botticelli, Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and so many more. Now, no trip to Florence is complete without seeing the Duomo, that magnificent cathedral with its iconic dome designed by Brunelleschi. Climbing the 463 steps to the top of that dome is a bit of a workout, but the panoramic views of Florence are well worth the effort. And of course, you can't leave Florence without paying a visit to Michelangelo's David at the Accademia Gallery. This iconic sculpture, a symbol of the city itself, is simply breathtaking. But Florence is more than just museums and monuments. Take some time to wander across the Ponte Vecchio, the only bridge in Florence spared from destruction during World War II, and now home to charming shops. Enjoy a scoop of gelato by the Arno River and soak up the vibrant atmosphere of this captivating city. Guided tours can provide deeper insights into the history and significance of these masterpieces, making your visit both educational and inspiring. Get ready to be enchanted by Venice, a city unlike any other. Built on a lagoon with canals for streets, Venice is a place where you can literally get lost in its beauty. A gondola ride in Venice is a quintessential experience that immerses you in the city's timeless charm. Gondoliers, often descendants of generations of gondoliers, navigate narrow canals and share stories about Venice's history and legends. For a touch of romance or a special occasion, private gondola rides with serenades are available, providing a truly memorable experience. You'll feel like you've stepped into a fairy tale. But if you're on a budget, hop on a Vaporetto, the public water bus. Use the Vaporetto to reach outlying islands such as Murano, renowned for its glass-blowing factories. And don't miss St. Mark's Square, the heart of Venice. It's home to St. Mark's Basilica, with its Byzantine mosaics and the Doge's Palace, a masterpiece of Venetian Gothic architecture. Remember, Venice is best experienced at a leisurely pace. So slow down, savor the moment, and let this enchanting city work its magic on you. Next up, Tuscan cuisine. A feast for the senses. Now, let's talk about one of my favorite things about Italy, the food. And there's no better place to indulge in the flavors of Italy than Tuscany. Tuscany is a foodie's paradise, with its rolling hills, vineyards, and olive groves producing some of the finest ingredients in the world. And trust me, the Tuscans really know how to cook. Let's start with a classic ribollita, a hearty bread and vegetable soup that's packed with flavor. It's simple, it's satisfying, and it's the perfect example of Tuscan comfort food. For a truly memorable meal, you have to try the Florentine steak. This massive T-bone steak, seasoned with just salt, pepper, and a drizzle of olive oil, is grilled to perfection and will satisfy even the most carnivorous appetite. And of course, no meal in Tuscany is complete without a glass or two of local wine. Visit a vineyard, learn about the winemaking process, and sample some of the region's finest vintages. From the bold reds of Chianti to the crisp whites of Vernaccia di San Gimignano, there's a Tuscan wine for every palate. But it's not just about the food and wine, it's about the whole experience. Find a trattoria, a small family-run restaurant, and enjoy a leisurely meal with good company and good conversation. That's what Tuscan dining is all about. The Amalfi Coast. Beauty beyond compare. Get ready to be wowed by the Amalfi Coast, one of the most scenic coastlines in the world. Imagine dramatic cliffs, pastel-colored villages, and lush gardens bursting with flowers. The Amalfi Coast is a feast for the eyes and a place to truly relax. Rent a car and drive the winding coastal road. But be warned, those roads are not for the faint of heart. They're narrow, winding, with steep drops. But the views are absolutely worth it. Stop in Positano, the most picturesque town. With its colorful houses cascading down the hillside, Positano is like a dream. Wander the narrow streets, browse boutiques, and enjoy lunch with a view. Another must-visit is Amalfi, the town that gives the coast its name. Visit the Duomo, relax on the beach, and enjoy the laid-back atmosphere. No trip is complete without spending time on the beach. Relax on the sand, swim, or rent a boat to explore the coves. Gurus, I know you have heard of the famous Pompeii and Herculaneum. Frozen in time. Prepare to be transported back in time at Pompeii and Herculaneum, two ancient Roman cities that were buried by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. It's a sobering reminder of the power of nature, but it's also an incredible glimpse into the past. Walking through the streets of Pompeii is like stepping back in time. You can see the houses, the shops, the temples, and even the bodies of the people who lived and died there. It's a haunting experience, but it's also strangely moving. Herculaneum is smaller than Pompeii, but it's actually better preserved. Because it was buried in mud and ash rather than pumice and ash, the buildings and even some of the wooden structures are still intact. You can see the mosaics, the frescoes, and even the furniture in some of the houses. Visiting Pompeii and Herculaneum is a truly unforgettable experience. It's a reminder of the fragility of life, but it's also a testament to the ingenuity and artistry of the ancient Romans. Now next up, Pisa. More than just a leaning tower. Now I know what you're thinking, Guru. Pisa? Isn't that just about the Leaning Tower? Well, yes, the Leaning Tower is pretty cool, but Pisa has so much more to offer. Of course, you can't go to Pisa without taking the obligatory photo holding up the Leaning Tower. But once you've got that out of your system, take some time to explore the rest of the Piazza dei Miracoli, or Square of Miracles. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is home to some of the most impressive examples of Romanesque architecture in Italy, including the stunning Duomo, the Baptistery, and the Camposanto Monumentale, a monumental cemetery. But don't just stick to the Piazza dei Miracoli. Take a stroll along the Arno River, explore the charming streets of the historic center, and soak up the laid-back atmosphere of this often overlooked Tuscan city. And if you have some time, hop on a train and visit Lucca, another beautiful Tuscan city located just a short distance from Pisa. Lucca is known for its well-preserved Renaissance walls, which you can walk or bike around, and its charming historic center. Before we dive into the last must-do activity, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We post daily content and we will be doing a subscriber giveaway at 100 subs. Thank you for the support. Holding our #1 spot, Tuscan countryside, a tapestry of beauty. Now for a true taste of La Dolce Vita, head to the Tuscan countryside. Imagine rolling hills blanketed in vineyards and olive groves, charming hilltop towns and cypress trees lining winding roads. Renting a car and exploring the Tuscan countryside is an experience you won't soon forget. Get lost in the beauty of the landscape, discover hidden gems, and savor the slower pace of life. One of my favorite things to do in the Tuscan countryside is to visit the hilltop towns. These towns, often perched on top of steep hills, offer breathtaking views of the surrounding countryside. Siena, with its medieval walls and iconic Piazza del Campo, is a must-visit. San Gimignano, known as the Town of Fine Towers, is another highlight, with its 14 medieval towers that dominate the skyline. And of course, no trip to the Tuscan countryside would be complete without visiting a few vineyards. Learn about the winemaking process, sample some of the local vintages, and enjoy the stunning scenery. But the Tuscan countryside is more than just pretty scenery and delicious wine. It's about experiencing a different way of life. It's about slowing down, connecting with nature, and savoring the simple pleasures. And there you have it, gurus. 8 incredible activities that will make your first trip to Italy unforgettable. From exploring ancient ruins to indulging in delicious cuisine and soaking up the beauty of the countryside, Italy has something for everyone. Italy is a country that will stay with you long after you've left this paradise. So what are you waiting for? Start planning your Italian adventure today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more daily personal enrichment content and to enter yourself in our 100 subscriber giveaway. Also support us by checking out the links in the bio. Thank you for watching, Gurus. Till next time.